So in this question, we've got an unprimed frame and we've got an event A which happens at XA, at TA, and then a later event B which happens at XB at TB. And we've got the primed frame which is moving this way with a speed of 0.500 c. And we're told that the location of event A is equal to 5 meters. The location of event B is equal to 7 meters. TA happens at 0 seconds. TB happens at 1 microsecond, which is 1 times 10 to the minus 6 seconds, and that the speed is equal to 0.500 c. And we're asked to calculate the distance between these two events in this primed frame here. So this is going to be equal to xb prime minus xa prime. Now, using our Lorentz transform, that x prime is equal to x minus ut over the square root of 1 minus u squared on c squared, we can write this as xb minus utb over the square root of 1 minus u squared on c squared minus xa minus uta over the square root of 1 minus u squared on c squared, which is equal to, over the square root of 1 minus u squared on c squared, giving it a common denominator, we can write this as xb minus xa minus u times tb minus ta. And now we can substitute in. So xb is 7 minus 5 minus u, which is 0.500 times c, so times 3 times 10 to the 8, times tb, which is 1 times 10 to the minus 6, minus ta, which is 0, divided by the square root of 1 minus u squared, so that's 0.500 squared c squared divided by c squared. So these two c squareds will cancel out, and we're dividing by 1 minus 0.5 squared, so this is 1 minus 0.25, which is the square root of 0.75. So we can do this on the calculator, and we end up with minus 171 meters. So from frame S dash, it looks like xb dash is to the left of xa, i.e. they appear to be in the opposite order in space. Now in the next part we're asked what's the time interval between these two events. So this is going to be equal to tb prime minus ta prime, which, using similar method to up here with t prime is equal to t minus ux on c squared over the square root of 1 minus u squared on c squared. We'll put the square root of 1 minus u squared on c squared, and then this t is tb minus ta minus u, which times xb minus xa over c squared. So this is equal to tb minus ta, which is 1 times 10 to the minus 6, and then ta is 0, minus u. So u is 0.500 c. So one of these c's will cancel with one of those c's. So I've got 0.500 times xb minus xa. So that's 7 minus 2, minus 5. And then divided by c, which is 3 times 10 to the 8, all over the square root of 1 minus u squared on c squared, which we said up here was 0.75, the square root of 0.75. So we can enter this into the calculator, and we end up with 1.15 times 10 to the minus 6 seconds, which is 1.15 microseconds. So it still appears in the primed frame like event A happens before event B, but in space they've been switched around.